leotard, yellow leotard, yellow leotard. Rama and the yellow leotard. Cause it's like I'm a people guy, people's champion, people person. What might you call this? A lot like Blessing's hair follicle style. And I have a high threshold for pain and stuff like that. My old football coach taught me that. Beat the shit out of me. And then finally he says to me, "Can of corn, you got this." And I caught the winning throw. Never forget that. Can of corn. Can of corn, baby. Just like my football coach used to tell me when I'd catch the winning passes. He said, "It's easy peasy." That's what he used to say. Anyway, I was just reminiscing today about old times. About old times sakes. Back when I was a grocer, I used to take those big old claws and I'd grab down the non-perishables and I'd scoop them, I'd slap them, and they'd fall right into the palm of my hands. And I'd say, "Can of corn." And of course, it wasn't always corn, but going back to my football coach, when I made the winning catch, a bit of a fly ball, it was the first day I quit drugs for the first time. And he said, "You're never going to catch a can of corn." He said, "Life's a can of corn if you straighten out, boy." That's what he said to me. Let me think about that. So anyway, one day I get that winning pass and I go, "All right, I'm going to straighten out for good. This is me. I'm going to be on my best behavior." Just a little opium, not much. It's a sedative, of course, but you can micro on anything really. Then I get right into the bathtub. What I do is essentially no actual water from the tub spout, but about 60 of these cans. 60 full cans, and I try to throw in some essential powders, talcums that I had actually been aging myself. I have a little planter on the window where I hit up some of the opium, a couple plants, rose petals, of course, for decadence, and we let it dry out, and the petals turn into powder after about 6-8 months or so. There, as you can see, a lot of people can't do this, but I have a high level of elasticity. That's why I can hit myself and not really feel it. Well, I felt that. But I've been thinking about what needs to be added to the plan. First of all, these are special glasses I wear to relax my eyes so that as I get older, I will actually have better eyesight. This is a special lens. I got it from a market in Vietnam, actually. A lot of the people there use these who experienced the napalm and were nearly blinded, but they wear these and they kind of experience like a rejuvenation of eye, youth, and vision. Spiritual in its own respect. The dog. The dog is a advocate of slow living, a subscriber of the art of slow living and de-acceleration, because it urinates in tiny, tiny increments. Now, most people don't know this, but a dog has about 26 packets in the urinary tract. Pods actually is a scientific word. And so every time you see a dog lift its leg and just let a little bit drip, tree after tree, hydrant or leg, even for some naughty ones, this just means they are on to the next pod. They are releasing urine. Chickens, on the other hand, do not urinate. Back in 5th, 6th grade, when I was partying with rock stars, Gary used to introduce me to some really beautiful philosophy. He'd say, what was it? The dark room develops Satan's greatest fears. Today I'm something of an artist because of that quote that I'm not sure meant something completely in the way that I took it so literally. Anyway, I have a lot of brain damage. And I've been working on myself every day to repair it. And flourish with abundant life and kind of cornucopious amounts of minerals and vitamins. I've also taken up horse riding. I bought a horse. I named it. It's a pony. I raised it up in the past 2 weeks. It actually got about an extra 3 feet taller since I've been feeding it lamb nonstop. Over the past weekend, I decided to buy my very own horse, starting at pony age. And I've been raising it up all week. It's actually about 3 to 4 feet taller than when I bought it 1 week ago. Because I've been feeding it my exact diet. Just red meat, rare lamb, mineral water, and an assortment of vegetables, mostly legumes and the darkest of greens. And again, these bowel movements have not been easy to clean up, but 3 feet higher from the ground than when I got it 1 week ago today. And its name, I decided would be my favorite restaurant, Blessings 2. It's the gorgeous son of, doggone it, another infamous horse who I will be riding soon. I purchased both mother and child because I'm a good person. I'm a good guy. And I want the family to stay together, right? In any case, I get them together. They nurture each other. The pony licks its mother, its udders, like this, and And you gotta see it for yourself. It's beautiful. One of my all-time favorites. I don't know the real name, but the nickname is Grandma's Wig. And we kind of love this look. It's very interesting. It reminds me of when Grandma got seeds extracted into her skull so that she could grow more hair back in, I believe that was 2002. She went to Canada for this treatment, and it was very interesting. The follicles sort of grew like this. We have a race coming up, me and Doggone It. 'Cause Doggone It, we are the winners and we're never gonna lose. But it's gonna be a big race because A-Coin's gonna be there, aka A-Con, aka A-Con's cryptocurrency. Usually you have a cryptocurrency and therein becomes an image. We've taken the image and made it come to life. In this instance, I'm on a bench that's more full of life than most humans. Beautiful greenery popping up through, like so. There's a very human quality to this bench. Basically, now that I have 2 horses, I have a whole new material to work with, all natural, where I was using the dust on my windowsill and painting and dyeing it, weaving it together. I have been taking a series of fingernails from my horses and fur and sort of doing like a natural clay from the materials. On the top slip of the tennis courts, in my yard, actually, I no longer play since my football injury. But what I'll do is I'll ground all the horse nails and hair together, make a bit of a goop, let it harden in the sun, and then I crack it piece by piece and lay out this very imaginative illustration of what I'm thinking about that day, whether it be, some of my favorite if you're lucky like me, you've got a white horse covered in it's sort of a mixture of sand-colored hair, stark white, and a beigeish off yellow. So there's a lot to work with there with colors. I'm here to address the audience today, of all days, because I'd like to hear more from you, the viewer. What would you like to see? What would you like to be done? Do you like formulated jokes with puns and punchlines? Or do you like to feel strange and funny in your skin? Do you want to feel embarrassed by me? Or do you want to feel loved and adored by me? Like and subscribe. Behold the pond of reflections and reflecting on past, present, and reflecting on lost time. Perhaps we shouldn't reflect on lost time and never regret what we haven't done. We are living this life in the future in hopes that we can one day be the people that we always just wish we were. Frogs and humans alike sit upon a lily pad, pondering life's queries, and just hoping to float on. I once stepped on a frog, collected its pieces in a jar for about a year's time. I fermented it into a glue for my mosaics, and every time I use this glue, I say a prayer. I come right here to this very spot. I meditatively crouch on a lily pad, submerge myself under the water, and I say a prayer for every frog I've ever mutilated in the name of my art. You know, my dog doesn't have the ability to tell me, but after I shaved my dog and I flipped it over like this, it's like I started counting almost like udders on it, like little. Well, they are milkers for the puppies, but there's paws that kind of rise up, and they go to the sides. They start here to here, right? Something that we never talk about. So I looked further into it. I actually brought my dog to a research center. Like every other dog, it's not peeing to mark its territory. It's peeing in short increments because it's got 9 chambers for urine. Such as does down the block because it's got to wait for each chamber to release. It doesn't come at once. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. My friend told me this in confidentiality. The world is not ready for this information yet. Sports. When I did baseball, I was shooting piss missiles. Little did I know that my dog would be shooting 9 piss missiles every hour. So you think about that. Who's the real winner? Who's the real loser? I don't know. I'm not a veterinarian. So, what else do you want to know about animals? I'm gonna skip it. Anyways,